Hi-yo. Again, just another chill one. I cut Blaze's toenails today. That was new and exciting. I'm lying. Seems to be a bit of a cold bug-esque thing going around that I think the youngins brought home from Liam's birthday party last Saturday. You know, because children are walking disease vectors, and I'm not in public enough to have a half-decent immune system. Most of my immediate family isn't, honestly. My sister's a stay-at-home mom. You know, my parents are retired, more or less. Mom, I guess, is. I guess when I say that, it's not like mom had a retirement plan she's drawing off of, and my dad is drawing disability as long as he can, because he's only 50. I think 50, maybe 50. And of course, the longer he refrains from touching it, the more he gets. Because drawing unemployment still counts as drawing disability still technically counts as being employed. Like, he's not getting as much put into it, but anyway. So that is to say, we've all kind of been sniffling, and the adults mostly just sniffling and the runs. Audrey's been throwing up a bit, but I think she's going to end up having Lindsay's ears, where, like, Lindsay had this thing where anytime she gets some kind of cold or something, it would mess with her ears really, really bad, and that would make her nauseated and throw up. But I don't know. Mom swears it's not that, because with Lindsay it was from birth, and Audrey's nearly 3, but, like, just because it started later doesn't mean it's not the same thing. Actually, I guess this is kind of the place to talk about it. Something that frustrates me is I think I'm starting to see her mind age a bit. And, like, I don't know if she realizes she's doing it or not, but often she'll repeat herself. Not very bad, but, like, and it's mostly just with me, and I think it's just out of habit because she's used to having forgotten to tell me things, and so she's now overcompensating with it. But because I don't think she does it with other people, it's mostly just me, because I'm always the last to hear something. So, like, she'll repeat news to me 2 or 3 times. But the biggest thing is, she seems to have made up her mind whether or not she's going to listen to me before we've even started a conversation. Like, if she's coming to me with a question, she'll listen to me. But if she's coming to me with, like, an idea, or, you know, like something that she wants me to do, or something that she's been bothered by, she doesn't really listen to me on it. Like, or if I, like, come in on a conversation and add something, you know, and say, oh, maybe it was this, she's like, no. Okay. Whatever. I'm just not, that's newer. And I mean, a lot of everything has to do right now. Her back's in really bad shape. it won't be till the end of this month before the specialist can finally see her. Just, there's a lot going on right now, especially for her, and it's not like I begrudge, you know what I mean? This isn't like driving a wedge between us or anything. It's just annoying because she was always the person in the house I felt like I could tell anything to, like I could sit down and have a conversation with. Not that I can't talk to my dad, I'm sure I could, but that was kind of soured by his big mental health issues that, like it was like 3 or 4 years where he was just not himself, but it deteriorated so slow that it was hard to see that and rationalize it. So it's a wound that's still healing. He is still getting better, even though it's been he's fantastic now. But even still, he's getting better, and he's more open and more gentle. He's the father I remembered again. But it's still healing for me too, because I want to say it forced me to age in ways I wasn't ready yet, but I don't know if that's the right way to do it. I think it's if I'm gonna have to step up for Dad, it didn't feel fair that he was still here and definitely capable, but just didn't seem to want to be anymore. It wasn't like something happened. It's not like he passed. He was still here. He just wasn't also. That's all he was here. But again, that's ancient history. That's 2017 history. Maybe 2018. I don't know. It's been years now. But it all came to a head coinciding with me playing Persona 5 for the first time, so that's one of the reasons that game will always mean a lot to me. It kind of helped me get through 2 very long, very hard weeks of my life. And just, at the time I was coming out the other side of having completed that game and feeling good about it. Dad came home, and he was himself again. And it's just interesting. It's my journey with that game. Just that game was it was a major part of a transitional period of my life. So, but yeah, that's not where I expected this to go tonight. I need people to talk to. I need a therapist. I don't know how much working out needs to be done, but I obviously just need to have these conversations, apparently. Whether there's an outside input or not. And just by doing so, no longer internalize them and dwell on them as much. That's always been a thing for me. Just having therapy was about venting half the time, and it's just about this sucks and this is why, and I pay, even I'm paying you to agree with me. That is not how it went. I did have genuine conversations with my therapist, and I play devil's advocate too. I think I play it really hard a lot, and I think that's one of the reasons I do dwell on situations so much, because I catch myself almost every time I'm dwelling on, especially if it's a situation that I don't know what side to take. Every time I dwell on it, it's different. And that elongates the amount of time it can stay on my mind, because it's not just the same thing over and over again. It's like different sides with like new arguments just about every time I revisit a side based on what I came up with for the other side. I'm a mess. I'm a mess of a human being. But every time I admit that, it seems more and more appropriate. Alright, good night. Really though, that is it. I'm fine. I really am. I'm fine. Like, this is gonna end when I stop this video. Like, the most I'm gonna dwell on it the rest of the night is figuring out what the hell to call this. And past that, I'm just gonna be playing Opera Omnia. Tidus's Burst and LD came out today. Apparently it's supposed to be magical because people have been looking forward to it since it launched in Japan. And that was a long time ago. Around the time Kuja's Burst launched here, I think. But he was a pretty early one, I believe. But at the very least, he was soon after. He got his boost soon after level 80 was a thing. Anyhow, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Good night.